Coach me, coach. In the same game, two separate players make back-to-back errors, and the coach decides to pull one of them out of the game. And it just so happens it's your kid. I know, immediately the frustration and the emotions build. Why is it just got to be my kid? Why not the other one? Why do they got to play favorites? That's not fair. But let's pause. And let's really be honest. What did the kid's body language say? Was their head down? Did they break eye contact? Did they stop receiving information from the coach? Did they start walking instead of hustling back to their position? Were they quiet on the bench? Or were they nodding at the coach, receiving information, taking correction, being like, yep, no problem, coach, I got the next one, and continue to be loud on the bench? Coaches are watching more than mistakes. They're watching response. And a mistake doesn't usually get a kid pulled, but an emotional spiral most definitely will. And when a coach leaves another kid in the game after multiple errors, it may not be favoritism. It may be this: I know this player will not emotionally collapse. You see, the trust that's built on body language, coachability, and resilience is evident. Now, the hard question for parents is this: before you text that coach, and before you vent in the car, and before you tell your child you didn't deserve this, ask yourself, was my child coachable in that moment, or were they rattled? Because if you defend emotional instability, we accidentally reinforce it. You see, Proverbs 12:1 says, whoever loves discipline knows knowledge, and whoever hates correction is stupid. Now that's strong language, but the principle is clear. Correction is not rejection. Discipline is not dislike. And being pulled is not being discarded. And it may be refinement instead. Hebrews 12:11 actually says, no discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it. Training. That's what the bench actually can be. So instead of, the coach is wrong, how about, what did your body language say? Instead of, you should have stayed in the game, how about, what was your response to that mistake? Teach them three things: how to reset, reload, and regain control. Reset your mind, your breathing. Reload your posture and your attitude, and then regain control of the game for the next play. That's maturity, that's growth, and that earns trust. You see, the mistake didn't define them. The response did. And how we parent and coach that response, that will define them for much, much longer. Glory to God, effort and all, go win.